Hey, welcome to today's tech tip video. It's going to be a good one. NMRT to GMRT. They just launched. This is the chart here. They're doing pretty well. It looks like bottoming and a lot of buying, a lot of buys, some sells, some buys, some sells. It's really good. Also, we got to go over to Node Market because I know a lot of you guys have bought some GMRT pre-launch. So we're going to get that swapped over to GMRT on the base network, and then we're going to get that staked in the pools over at Node Markets. We're going to do all that in today's video. Let's hop into it. Now, let's assume, obviously, that you guys have some NGMRT in your wallet, which I do right here. I can go to my wallet here. I can check this out, and very bottom, I have NGMRT. This is something if you bought pre-sale on Node Market, this is the proxy token that you were given. Now, we need to swap that over for GMRT on the base network. A couple things we're going to learn in this video. Obviously, you have ETH network up here to swap over to the base network. I will show you how to do that very easily here in a second. So what we're going to do is we're going to go over to the bridge. We're going to go view the bridge. Now, the bridge will pull up my balance. It'll tell me how much I have. So we have a couple of options here. So let's just put in half because I want to show you guys what happens both scenarios. And in order to do that, I kind of need to show you my balance over on the base network so you guys can see that. Now, if I switch over to the base network, you guys can see that I actually have 62 GMRT over there, but I actually have a little bit more because in the staking pool, I have 101. So this will show you both 62 and 101. So keep note of those balances because they're going to change as I do different things as I bridge over the GMRT to GMRT. So let's just go back to that bridge by going back here and going and view the bridge. So I need, because I'm on the base network, it won't show my balance. I need to switch back to the Ethereum network. Boom. Once I do that, it will show my balance again. So the options that I'm going to show you are twofold. One, there's an option just to bridge NGMRT over to your base network, and then it'll just show up over there. So we're going to do that first. That's the first option. And gas is fairly cheap right now, but remember you do have to have Ethereum in your wallet because it's going to cost a little of Ethereum. I've already set the approval, so that's the only transaction that you're going to have before this one. So there will be 2 transactions if you haven't done it before. I only have 1 since I've already bridged before. So I'm going to go ahead and confirm that. And that bridge is going to take anywhere from 2 to 5 minutes, but you can see that it's started. So this will start the bridging and it'll say bridging. The other option that we have, once this bridges and once this even starts to bridge, I can start the second option, but I can see that it's starting to bridge over here by going to my pending transactions and see that it's pending. And this will be pending for a few seconds here, but once that thing confirms, it'll show the balance taken out of my wallet here. So if I were to go ahead and refresh the page, it would show only 100 NGMRT in my wallet, I believe. Because if I look over here at my tokens, it actually took the 100 out and it is now bridging across the base. It's not there yet because that takes about 5 minutes, but it's bridging across the base. So let's go ahead and refresh this page and it'll show my balance is only 100 NGMRT because the other 100 is on its way to base. And you can see that transaction here. You can kind of go look at that if you wanted to and check that out. So next option that you have here, if you want to stake immediately in the staking pool that I showed you guys a second ago, you can do that. So where I have only 101 staked, I sent over 100 over the bridge. So pretty soon my balance is going to increase to 162 as available balance. And if I wanted to use the feature called stake on arrival, I could do that. So let's put a cool amount so we know that that's the amount that's going over there. And I'm going to bridge and stake. And the cool thing if you do this is you actually don't need Ethereum on base to even do this, which is pretty awesome. But if you want to stake after you bridge and you want to do those in separate transactions, or let's say you want to stake a different amount than you're sending over the bridge, then you actually do have to have Ethereum on the base network. So anyway, let's go ahead and bridge and stake. That's a 1-button click here. It's a really awesome feature. So that's going to bridge and stake, and that's going to go across the bridge. So now I actually have 2 amounts going across the bridge. I have 100 going directly to the base network. That's just going to turn into GMRT tokens. And then I have 25 that's going across the bridging network. And then once it gets there, it's going to automatically stake in the staking contract. So you'll see this 25 is pending. As soon as that's done pending, I can refresh the page and show you that they're both on their way. So let's go ahead and refresh the page, and I'll only have 75 left in my wallet here, and it's going to be over in my wallet in a second. So right now I'm just waiting, okay, for a few minutes until I get these GMRT balances. While I'm waiting, I'm going to show you how to switch over to the base network and get everything ready over there. So let's go ahead and we could hit this button, set switch network, switch network. There's so many clues that you're on the wrong network almost. So many. Anyway, I'm going to do it from within the MetaMask wallet. Go base network, boom. And right now you can see that my balance is still only 62. So it hasn't gotten there yet. But what I can do is I can talk about a couple things. Number one, your Ethereum. You have to have base Ethereum in your wallet to be doing anything over here on the base network. When you get base Ethereum in there, you can do anything. You can do swaps, you can do staking, you can send your GMRT tokens to other wallets if you want. You can do, well, anything. It's just like if you have ETH on the ETH network, but you have to have it on the base network. In order to get it there, you have to either send from Coinbase or bridge over onto Bridge or something like that just to get the ETH over there. It's a really simple process and outside the purview of this video, so I'm not going to cover it. There's a couple of different options here that we have also. I could unstake my entire balance, okay? Oh, and I saw that the first 100 just bridged over, by the way. You saw my balance change instantly without refreshing or anything. Then I can also go into, oh, that's weird that my wallet hasn't even updated. The dApp updated before the MetaMask wallet updated, but if I go on, oh, now it's updated. But that's cool that our dApp picked it up before MetaMask. That's funny. Anyway, so you can unstake my entire amount. Now, unstaking takes 30 days, so we're actually going to add a little note there. We don't have that there yet. And then we're going to also add a cooldown period of 30 days. And so you can see that ticking down. So you can kind of watch how many days you have left until you can get your GMRT back. This is a claim and restake. So these rewards will update each block, and it's 25% APR per year. That may change quarterly. We don't know yet. But this you can claim and restake anytime you want. And once you do that, if you have an amount unstaking, it will automatically restake that amount. So we're going to put that note in there as well. So keep note of that. We're also going to try to add a button that says claim only, just in case you just want to take your rewards out and do whatever you want with them, send them to a friend or liquidate them or whatever you want. So we're working on that. So keep that in mind. So let's just say I wanted to stake my GMRT that just came across the bridge. So I got 100 that just came across the bridge. I could stake the max, but I only want to stake 100. So let's go ahead and hit stake GMRT. For you guys, it would probably be 2 buttons because you have to set the approval first and then stake. I'm just going to hit stake. Look how cheap the fees are, dude. This is so cheap. The base network is amazing. And you'll notice this transaction happens actually fairly quickly as well. So that thing is staked up. It added to my staked balance right here, and I can see that. Now, the other thing we're still waiting on is for that additional 25 GMRT. Also, when I staked, did you notice that I'll automatically claim and restaked my rewards too when I hit? So anytime you do that event, and then you'll notice that the extra 25 did just land, by the way. So I know it all happened quick, but it was on video at least. And so you can see those added. So that's pretty cool. So easy peasy, that shows you everything that you need to know for the bridging of the NGMRT and the staking. Now, if I did want to go ahead and sell any GMRT tokens, the way that I would do that if I was doing it on a decentralized platform or whatever is a couple of options. And I'm going to show you guys the difference too. So I know this is kind of a little bit above and beyond on this video. So let's go to Uniswap. I'm just going to show you right here. We can go select the token, and I think we can go GMRT. It might pull up, yes, but I also have to hit base network right here, okay? So you can see that I have my 62 tokens in there. And if I wanted to swap that, all I would do is hit those 62 tokens, and it's a $5 worth, and I could go ahead and review that. And it looks like I'm going to get $5.88 worth, which isn't too bad a slippage. I could review that transaction. I would first have to set the approval, and then I could sell those tokens. I'm not going to right now, but it's really that simple if I wanted to sell the tokens. The tokens actually ticked up a little bit since we've started this video, which is kind of cool. The other way that you could swap this, and I noticed sometimes it was cheaper, is just go in your MetaMask wallet select the GMRT token and hit swap. Okay. You can then hit max, and then you can select whatever token you want to sell it into. And it'll give you a quote, and see if this quote, so it looks like it's going to give me 0.00225, and on Uniswap it's 0.00223. So it's actually more. It's going to give me in MetaMask, which is kind of cool. So check both those options out if you're going to swap. And then I would just hit swap. Actually, in Uniswap, you have to set an approval, and then you have to do the swap transaction. In MetaMask, it's just one transaction. You just hit swap. So it's kind of cool. Different stuff. So if you want to liquidate or sell some of your tokens off, if you're going to move those over somewhere else, you can do it that way. Easy peasy. So hopefully this video helped you out as far as doing everything that you need to do. But these pools are really dope. 25% APR. This accrues very quickly, and you can see that start to build up, which is really fun. Anyway, we will, if you have any questions, by all means, drop them my way. But if not, we will see you in the next one. Take it easy. Good luck.